Ever get that feeling? Like you're just drowning in information overload.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Articles and research papers and tweets. It's like
yeah.
our brains are just constantly trying to filter out the noise.
It's like the paradox of the information age, right? We've got more information than ever, but
Mhm.
actually making sense of it
Yeah.
is a job in itself.
It really is. And you know what? It's not just as humans, it's AI too.
Right.
Especially with these large language models that are so impressive.
Yeah.
But sometimes a little overwhelming. But there's a new kid on the block, and it's called DI Transformer.
Okay.
We've been digging deep into the research.
Right.
And honestly, it's got me pretty pumped.
I can imagine.
So before we get into the nitty-gritty, can you just paint a picture for me?
Yeah.
How does this whole attention thing work in AI?
So imagine you're scrolling through like a news act.
Okay.
Hundreds of headlines, all competing for your attention.
Yeah.
Your brain automatically prioritizes, focuses on the ones that seem most relevant. That's essentially what the attention mechanism is doing in AI,
Okay.
particularly in these transformer models.
Right, because transformers are like the engines behind these
Exactly.
amazing language models that we keep hearing about.
That's it, yeah.
So they're analyzing these sequences of data,
Yeah.
like words in a sentence.
Yeah.
And they're figuring out which parts are important
Exactly.
to understanding the meaning.
Ah.
But there's a catch.
Yeah, well, traditional transformers, just like us, can get sidetracked
Right.
by irrelevant information.
Right.
This is what we call attention noise.
So it's like trying to have a conversation at a really crowded party.
Perfect analogy.
There's so much going on, it's really hard to actually focus on
Exactly.
the person you're talking to.
Yeah, and just like that noisy party can lead to misunderstandings,
Right.
that attention noise can cause AI to miss crucial details
Oh, wow.
or even jump to inaccurate conclusions.
So how does Diff Transformer come in and actually save the day?
Well, I mean, it's not as simple as just telling the AI to focus harder or something.
Okay, good.
It uses this technique called differential attention.
Okay.
So instead of just having one attention map, it actually creates two.
Hold on. 2 attention maps. Now you're messing with me, right?
No. It sounds complicated,
Yeah.
but it's actually a pretty intuitive concept.
Okay.
Imagine you're trying to find a specific book, but in a massive library, right?
Right.
You could just wander around aimlessly, hoping to stumble upon it.
Yeah.
Or you could ask 2 librarians who specialize in different sections, right?
Okay.
They would each point you in a general direction.
Okay.
By comparing their recommendations,
Yeah.
you quickly zero in on the right spot.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's
So it's kind of like having these 2 expert librarians
precisely.
and the AI's brain,
Exactly.
helping it to navigate this
Yes.
information maze more efficiently.
This dual attention mechanism helps to cancel out the noise, highlight the signal, that crucial information that really matters.
That's really clever. What kind of impact does this have on performance then?
Well, for starters, it's a game changer when it comes to efficiency.
Okay.
Research shows that DIF transformer can achieve the same level of accuracy as traditional models, but using 35% less computing power.
Wait, 35% less computing power?
Yeah.
That's huge, especially in the world of AI where resources are like gold dust.
Yeah, and that means faster development,
Right.
faster training,
Yeah.
and potentially even making powerful AI tools accessible
Wow.
to, smaller organizations, researchers who don't have access to these
yeah.
massive data centers.
That's incredible. I'm already blown away and we're just getting started.
It's early days.
So what else can this souped-up attention mechanism do?
Okay, well, remember that feeling of getting lost in a long, complicated article?
Oh, yeah.
Traditional transformers often struggle with processing
Yeah.
these really lengthy sequences of information. But DF Transformer thrives in this environment.
So it's the difference between reading like a short story
Exactly.
and then reading like a whole novel.
Exactly.
Where some people can just devour novels
Yeah.
and keep all the characters straight and everything. And then other people, their brains just kind of,
They get completely lost.
they get a little bit lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So DIF Transformer is our like voracious reader then.
It is, yeah, capable of processing, understanding these incredibly long strings of text
Wow.
without losing the thread.
Okay.
And this has huge implications for tasks that involve analyzing large volumes of information,
Right.
like understanding legal documents or scientific papers.
So it's efficient. It can handle tons of information without breaking a sweat. What else makes it special?
This is where it gets really interesting. It's incredibly good at a task that researchers call needle in a haystack.
Needle in a haystack. Okay.
So imagine searching for a tiny specific piece of information,
Okay.
but it's buried within mountains of data.
That sounds like my daily internet searches.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
DIF Transformer excels at this.
Oh, wow.
It's like it has a built-in metal detector
Okay.
able to cut through the clutter and zero in on the most relevant information
Wow.
with remarkable accuracy.
So tell me more about this needle in a haystack test. How does it actually work?
Imagine you have this huge text document, like an entire encyclopedia.
Okay.
Hidden within that text is a very specific answer to a question.
Okay.
That's the needle.
Okay.
DIF Transformer is given the question and then has to pinpoint the exact section of text
Wow.
that contains the answer.
So it's not just about, like, understanding the language.
It's about precision,
It's about knowing.
exactly where to look
Wow.
for that information.
And the research shows.
The research shows that DIF Transformer consistently outperforms
Okay.
traditional models in this area, especially as that haystack gets larger and more complex.
So it's almost like having, like, a research assistant who can scan through these mountains of data
Yes.
and pull out the exact piece of information that you need in seconds.
And this ability to find the needle has big implications for real-world applications,
Okay.
especially when it comes to things like contextual hallucination.
All right, so we got to explain this whole contextual hallucination thing, because that sounds a little unsettling.
It is a little...
Like, the AI is having, like, a fever dream or something?
Well, in a way, it kind of is.
Okay, so contextual hallucination, it kind of is like the AI is having a fever dream.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest challenges in AI right now. It's when a language model,
Okay.
even a really sophisticated one, just makes stuff up.
Right, so instead of just admitting that it doesn't know something, it's just going to, like,
Precisely.
invent an answer.
And that can be a huge problem, especially if you're relying on this AI to give you accurate information.
Imagine, like, a medical diagnosis AI.
Exactly.
That's hallucinating symptoms.
Yeah, or a financial AI.
Oh,
Inventing market trends.
okay. That's not just unsettling, that's, like, downright scary.
It can be a bit worrying.
So how does DF Transformer help to prevent these AI hallucinations?
Well, remember how we talked about its superior ability to focus on
Okay.
relevant information, filter out the noise?
Right.
Well, that plays a crucial role.
Oh,
The
wow.
research really dives into this, specifically looking at how DF Transformer performs
Okay.
in tasks like text summarization and question answering.
Yeah.
What they found was that when they fed DF Transformer factual information,
Right.
it was significantly less likely to hallucinate
Oh, wow.
compared to traditional models.
Okay.
So it stuck to the facts, providing more
Yeah.
accurate and reliable responses.
So it's like the difference between a storyteller who, like, embellishes every anecdote
Exactly.
and then a historian
Oh,
who's
yeah.
like, no, we're sticking to
That's it.
the documented facts here.
It's about this reliability, which is essential for building AI systems we can trust.
Right, because if it's constantly hallucinating, then it undermines its entire purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not just about being smart.
It's about being grounded in reality.
Right, exactly. It's got to be based in something real. So, to be clear, DIF Transformer is less prone to making stuff up
Yeah,
because it's better at identifying and focusing on the information that actually matters.
you got it. And this ability to kind of discern between signal and noise has another exciting implication in context learning.
Right, that, like, crash course learning you
Yes.
were talking about.
Exactly.
Tell me more about that, because how does DIF Transformer compare to the other models in that?
They put it through its paces with several classification tasks.
Okay.
Just a few examples to learn from.
Okay.
And consistently, DIF Transformer outperformed traditional transformers,
Oh, wow.
demonstrating its remarkable ability to grasp new concepts quickly.
So it's a quick learner.
It is, even from limited data.
Okay, wow. So it's efficient, it can handle tons of information, it's accurate, and now it's a quick learner.
Right.
What can't this AI do?
Well, we're still in the early stages of research here,
Right.
but its potential is certainly exciting.
Yeah. And what makes this in-context learning even more impressive is its robustness.
Yes.
Okay, now you're just using big words to sound smart. What does robustness even mean in this context?
It basically means that DIF Transformer isn't easily thrown off by changes in how information is presented.
Okay.
So think about how you might study for a test.
Okay.
Some people, They need their notes perfectly organized,
Right.
while others can handle a little bit of chaos.
Oh, I'm definitely the organized chaos type. Like, my desk might look like a disaster, but I know where everything is.
Well, DF Transformer is like that friend who can study flashcards in any order and still ace the test.
Okay.
The research found that it was less sensitive to the order in which information was presented during in-context learning.
That's pretty cool. So it's adaptable, it's flexible. Starting to see why you're so excited about this.
It's a significant development.
Yeah.
And while there's always more to explore and refine,
Right.
this differential attention mechanism has the potential to revolutionize how we think about AI and information processing.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of positives, but I'm always like a little bit skeptical. There have to be some downsides, right?
Yeah.
What are the potential drawbacks or limitations?
You're right to question. Every technological advancement comes with its own set of challenges.
Okay.
In the case of DIF Transformer, one area for further development is optimization.
Oh.
So while the research shows its efficiency gains,
Right.
there might be even more innovative ways to refine its architecture
But-
and implementation.
So it's not perfect, but there's room for improvement.
Exactly.
What else?
Another area to watch is how DF Transformer stacks up against other emerging attention mechanisms.
Right, because this is a very...
The AI world is incredibly dynamic.
Right, so new things are being developed all the time.
Absolutely. With new approaches, models constantly being developed.
It's like a race to build the ultimate thinking machine.
In a way, it is, yeah.
So to sum it all up, DIF Transformer tackles the limitations of these traditional transformers by minimizing attention noise, which allows it to process information more efficiently, accurately, and reliably.
That's a great summary.
It's like giving AI a pair of noise-canceling headphones
I like that.
and a superpower to boot.
Then a superpower, yeah.
Yeah. But here's the million-dollar question. What does this all actually mean for us? What are the real-world implications of this technology? What does this all actually mean for us? What are the real-world implications of this technology?
Well, the possibilities are, they're incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
Think about fields where professionals are just bombarded with information.
Okay.
Doctors, lawyers, financial analysts,
Right.
they're drowning in data.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. So, let's start with doctors. Imagine being able to hand over a patient's entire medical history,
Yeah.
every test result, every doctor's note, to an AI
Exactly.
that could sift through it all.
And not just pinpoint it,
Yeah.
but analyze it in context, identify potential red flags that a human doctor might miss,
Wow.
even suggest.
It's like having an army of medical experts
That's it.
at your fingertips.
And it doesn't stop there.
Right.
Think about legal research.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Poring over mountains of case law,
Yeah.
precedents, legal documents.
Right.
A DIFF transformer-powered AI could analyze all of that in a fraction of the time,
Wow.
helping lawyers build stronger cases, ensure fairness and accuracy in the legal system.
Okay, so no more all-nighters for law students trying to find that one obscure case
Exactly.
in the 1800s.
Yeah, and even in fields like finance,
Yep.
where decisions are often made in a split second.
Right.
This technology has the potential to revolutionize the game. Imagine a financial analyst being able to get real-time analysis of market trends,
Wow.
risk factors, investment opportunities, all powered by an AI that can cut through the noise.
So it's like having, a crystal ball,
It is a bit, yeah.
but instead of just these, vague predictions, it's giving you data-driven insights
Exactly.
that you can actually use to make decisions.
And this is just scratching the surface.
Right.
The beauty of this differential attention mechanism is its versatility.
Okay.
It's not limited to these specific industries. It's applicable to any domain where focus,
Right.
accuracy, information processing, they're key.
You're really getting me fired up about the future here. It's like we're witnessing this paradigm shift
I think we are, yeah.
in how we even think about AI.
Yeah.
It's not just about, brute force processing power anymore. It's about working smarter, not harder, but focusing on what truly matters.
And that's what makes this technology so profoundly impactful.
Yeah.
It's not just about building smarter machines, it's about augmenting human intelligence.
Yeah.
Right.
Enabling us to make better decisions, solve complex problems, ultimately create a better future.
This has been an incredible deep dive, truly mind-expanding. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners before we sign off?
Just keep asking questions, stay curious,
Yeah.
never underestimate the power of a little noise cancellation.
I love it.
Whether that's in your headphones
Right.
or in the algorithms that are shaping our world.
This is your brain on DIF Transformer, folks. We'll catch you next time for another deep dive into the world of cutting-edge tech.